My name is Muhammad Roshan Binuji. I will present about introduction, management, and leadership. Student discipline and well-being are famous issue in school today. Schools are not only responsibility for teaching academic subject, but they also help students develop good behavior, value, and social skill. A school with good discipline creates a safe and positive environment where students can learn comfortable and teachers can teach effectively. effectively. Many schools in Malaysia are now facing challenges related to student discipline and well-being. Some common problems include bullying, cyberbullying, truancy, classroom disruption, fighting, and student not respecting teachers. This problem can disturb the teaching and learning process and make the school environment less positive. Thank you.
So for the background of the problem, evaluation of the issue is while school discipline issue were once minor, like talking in the class or tardiness, they have become more complex, involving bullying, cyberbullying, truancy, fighting, and classroom disruption. This issue this issue is negatively impact the learning environment and academic performance. So for the contributing is the factor. Firstly is the family. Second is the environment. That such as is that issue such as a lack of parental supervision, family conflict, or financial stress can lead to emotional and behavioral problem at school. Technology and social media, while useful for learning, digital tools can expose students to a negative influence and provide platform for cyberbullying. So the peer influence, students are often heavily influenced by their peer, which can lead to a negative behavior when group dynamic encourage a rules breaking. So for the academic pressure, high expectation or academic success can cause a stress, anxiety, and loss of motivation, impacting for the student behavior.
Today, I will present context of the problem student discipline and well-being in the Malaysian education system. In Malaysia, student discipline and well-being have become increasingly complex issues for school administrators. According to the Ministry of Education Malaysia, through the Malaysian Education Blueprint 2013 until 2025, the goal is to develop holistic students. This means students should not only excel academically but also be emotionally balanced, morally responsible, and socially competent. However, achieving this balance is challenging due to rapid social change and increasing academic pressure. One major concern is the increase in student behavioral issues such as bullying, truancy, and classroom disruption. These problems are often linked to emotional well-being, family background, peer influence, and especially social media exposure. Research like OSHA et al. Shows that student behavior is strongly influenced by environmental factors. Therefore, schools should move away from strict punishment and adopt more supportive and understanding approaches. From a management perspective, Malaysian schools operate in a centralized system. This means policies and discipline guidelines are controlled by the central authority. While this ensures consistency, it may limit flexibility for schools to address specific student needs. Based on the theory by Hoy and Miskell, organizational structure and communication greatly influence behavior. So, administrators must balance between following rules and showing empathy. Leadership plays a very important role in managing discipline and students' well being. According to Hellinger, instructional leadership focuses on improving teaching quality, which can reduce discipline problems. At the same time, transformational leadership helps create a positive school culture where students feel valued and motivated. This is especially important in Malaysia multicultural society. Another important issue is the raising awareness of students' mental health. Cases of stress, anxiety, and emotional problems are increasing among students. This means schools must provide better support system, including teachers, counselors, and parents. As suggested by Epstein, collaboration is key in supporting student development. Parental and community involvement also plays a crucial role. A lack of parental support can worsen discipline problems. Therefore, school must build strong partnerships with families and the community to ensure students receive consistent guidance and support. In conclusion, student discipline and well-being in Malaysia are influenced by multiple factors, including social, systematic, and organizational elements. School administrators must adopt a more collaborative, flexible, and empathetic approach to effectively address these challenges.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. In this part, I will explain the analysis of student discipline and well-being in school based on several management and leadership theories in education. These theories help us understand how leadership style and school management can influence students' behavior and their overall well-being. The first theory is transformational leadership. This theory emphasizes the role of school leaders, such as principals, in inspiring and motivating both teachers and students to improve themselves and the school environment. In terms of student discipline, transformational leaders do not only focus on punishment when students break rules. Instead, they try to understand the underlying reason for students' behavior, such as emotional stress, family problems, or lack of attention to their well-being. When school leaders show care and support for teachers and students, it helps build positive relationship and a supportive school environment. This, in turn, can improve student discipline and enhance their overall well-being. Next theory is instructional leadership, which focus on improving the quality of teaching and learning in the classroom. When teachers use engaging and well-organized teaching methods, students are more interested in learning and less likely to misbehave. In this situation, the principal plays an important role by supporting teachers, observing their teaching, and providing constructive feedback to help them improve their teaching skill. With better teaching strategy, teachers can manage their classroom more effectively and motivate students to participate actively in learning. Another important theory is organizational management. This theory is highlight the importance of having clear school rules, a systematic management structure, and effective communication among teachers, parents, and students. Through good collaboration, school can identify students who may be facing personal or emotional challenge. When these challenges are addressed appropriately, students will feel support, show positive behavior, and maintain their emotional well-being. In conclusion, student discipline should not only be seen in terms of rules and punishment, It is closely related to leadership style, teaching quality, and overall school management. Therefore, school leaders must adopt appropriate leadership approach to effectively maintain student discipline while also promoting student well-being. That's all from me. Thank you.
Today, I will talk about the impact of student discipline and well-being on school administrators in Malaysia. In recent years, school administrators have taken on more responsibilities. They are not only managing academic but also focusing on students' behavior and emotional well-being. This shift is guided by the Ministry of Education Malaysia and the Malaysia Education Blueprint from 2013 to 2025. School leaders now practice transformational leadership to guide and motivate teachers and students. Instructional leadership is also important, ensuring that classrooms are safe, positive, and disciplined. These leadership approaches help students engage better and improve their behavior. Another key role is teacher training. Administrators help teachers with classroom management and strategies for handling student behavior. Well-prepared teachers can manage discipline effectively, creating a productive learning environment. Strategic and distributed leadership are also important. Administrators align school policies with national goals and work closely with teachers, parents, and the community to support student discipline and well-being. Emotional intelligence is essential as well. Leaders must understand students' emotion, communicate effectively, and create an empathetic and supportive school culture. Of course, these responsibilities are challenging. Administrators must balance leadership duties with administrative tasks and adapt to the changing needs of classroom and students. Flexibility, planning, and empathy are key to managing these challenges successfully. In conclusion, the focus on student discipline and well-being has expanded the role of school administrators in Malaysia. While it is challenging, these responsibilities are essential to create a positive and effective learning environment where students can grow academically and personally. Thank you.
Practical and resilient solution. To facilitate address issue of student discipline and well-being, school administrators in Malaysia need to adopt practical, realistic, and student-centered strategies. Firstly, schools should implement positive discipline approach instead of relying only on punishment. Strategies such as counseling, mentoring programs, and restorative practice can help students understand their mistake and improve their behavior. For example, instead of suspecting a student, school can involve them in quick reflection of peer remediation programs which align with restorative justice principle. Secondly, strengthen the role of school counseling service is essential. School counselor should actively provide emotions and psychology support to students who are experiencing stress and anxiety or family-related problems. Early involvement can prevent minor issues from becoming serious discipline problem, especially as adolescent mental health has become a growing global. Thank you.
So for the conclusion and recommendation, holistic. Holistic leadership is managing student discipline requires a holistic, proactive, and collaborative approach. School administrators need a strong leadership skills and emotional intelligence and the ability of to work closely with teacher, the parents, and the community. The second is balanced approach administrator. Balanced approach administrator must balance must balance the rule enforcement with empathy and student support, using the leadership theories such as a transformational and instructional leadership to create a positive environment. The third is practical solution. Effective strategies include the implementing positive discipline approach, providing the counseling support, increasing the parental involvement, enhancing a digital awareness, prioritizing teacher training, and collaborative leadership. To the final goal, the objective is to move beyond control the guide student towards becoming responsible, well-rounded individual within a safe and conducive learning environment.